The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by the Murfreesboro Special Census. Counting everyone means more state dollars to improve roads, parks, and services. Fill out the fast, easy, and secure form at murfreesborocensus.com. I'm Danny Brewer. I'm extremely pleased now to be joined by basketball Oakland High School mastermind Dyron Birdwell. Coach Birdwell, how are you this morning?
I'm all right. How are y'all?
Well, we're doing good, Coach. I was talking with Coach Rutland about it. It's a fantastic time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I know that district time can be challenging in some ways, but it's very exciting in other ways too, right?
Yeah, you're getting to see, especially for our league, everybody's in county or in the city of Murfreesboro, I guess, and next year it'll be everybody but Blackman, and then we'll have everybody in Rutherford County for next year. But yeah, it's nice for the kids. You can feel the excitement and them going up against their buddies or former teammates or kids they played, youth league or whatever, boys club, city league, upward, whatever it was they played together, elementary school, middle school, and they get excited to compete against each other, and it's a fun time around here, and gives everybody an opportunity to compete against each other.
So, Coach, how many years is this? Third year at Oakland, or what?
This is fourth year at Oakland, ninth year in Rutherford County.
Okay, yeah. So before you were at Siegel, where were you at?
I was at Oak Ridge. I was an assistant there for 5 years, and then of course was a manager for Coach Pearl for 4 years at UT. Before that, we got Oak Ridge coming to town next Saturday, which will be a fun, exciting deal for me. And they're a really good team. They're expecting to go to the state tournament. In my opinion, we'll play two teams that expect to be in the Murphy Center next week at home with Blackman on Tuesday and then Oak Ridge on Saturday. And those are our two home games next week. And we go to Riverdale on Friday, which obviously would be no easy task. And, the Battle of the Borough and all that. But, I've been I guess, East Tennessee and then came down here 9 years ago now, which is kind of crazy to think. And, just looking forward to continuing to compete and see kind of where we match up this week against some really good teams.
Coach, time flies when you're having fun. Am I right about that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, and it's been a lot of fun for you. I know that there's challenges. Any high school coach faces the ups and downs because you got the rotating rosters because of graduations and injuries and just all those kind of things. But
you're Kevin Creasy, right? Yeah. but no.
Hey, we love you, Coach Creasy.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And he's got it rolling over there. That's what I meant by that. It's been frustrating. It's been frustrating. My first 11 seasons as a coach, I was a part of one losing season, and then we've had back-to-back, and staring a third one right now in the face if we can't get it rolling right here. We got kids. They're playing hard. I didn't think we played very hard against Rockville. I thought we gave up in the second half, and that was really frustrating. And then we had for last night, Siegel, we battled, we both made a bunch of shots in the first quarter. In the second quarter, everybody kind of came back down to earth. We're down 4 going into the third, and I guess after the first 4 or 5 possessions, they'd made some shots, and I thought we'd had similar or the same looks and just couldn't get over the hump. Just couldn't make that shot that we needed to keep the game close, and then we battled back and cut it to 6 and have a chance and miss a layup in transition, which, again, not the kid's fault. He's trying to make it. It happens. And then I think I looked up. It was 42-36 with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then I looked up with about 6 minutes to go in the fourth, and it was 51-36. And I was like, golly, we still haven't scored. But we've got to take that and get in the gym and work on our shot and get better and use it as motivation. And everything is tournament based around here, and that's the big thing is you got to keep battling and working, and hopefully we get a little better each week and get ready to come play next week.
Well, Coach, I'm not blowing smoke up your East Tennessee skirt here, but you're a great X's and O's guy.
I appreciate it.
The thing is the X's and O's and the schemes and all that stuff. But the X's and O's are really, really good, but the execution is what's most important.
Yeah, we drew up some stuff to get guys some open looks last night, and I thought we got some open looks. I thought we've kind of mixed up a little bit of what we've been doing, and it's been hard for me. I know you're a Kentucky guy. We've been running a lot of some of the stuff that Pope's doing, trying to run it through a 5-man and let, handoffs down screens and slips and things go off that. And I think it's helped us. It's just kind of our personnel this year. That's what we have to do to be able to compete, and we've played better. Like I said, the first quarter against Rockville, I think we made 5 threes and looked really good. And then we just kind of go through these spurts right now where we struggle to get a bucket. And, some of that is we are a little undersized. So we don't have just a true post guy to throw it inside to and stop a run or go get a bucket. And that's, so then you got to start counting on your jumper or your three. And, while that's kind of how the game has changed, it's still nice every once in a while to be able to throw it inside and go get a bucket or a foul to stop a run. And right now, we kind of struggle with that just based on personnel. But, last night I think we only made 15 shots, which is not very good. You got to put the ball in the hole. I thought we defended hard. I thought we lost Lyles in transition a few times, and Carter Webb's going to be Carter Webb. He had 18, but I kind of take that going into the game.
Right.
Just, need to make a few more shots kind of there in the third quarter or get a few more stops, one or the other, to give ourselves a chance.
Well, let's talk about a couple of you kids who have put the ball in the basket. Some, Haggard. Talk about him.
Yeah, Bryant's, he's a sophomore. He's a competitor. Sometimes he lets that get the best of him, and we got to do our best to control that. I think he had 19 last night. He's averaging right around that 19-20 range. Really good player. There's times he takes bad ones, and you're like, man, but then there's times that he makes bad ones. You kind of got to live with it, or either got to live with it or don't let him shoot any of them. And right now with us, we kind of let him live with it, and hope he gets hot and sees those things go in. And then, of course, Josh Wiley had 16 last night. He's averaging double figures. He's played well. Yeshai Cobb has shot it well. He didn't last night. Made first 3 of the game, and then I think he's still waiting to make his next one. But he got open, and we know Yeshai works, and he's in the gym, and he's probably there right now. Frustrated, working on his shot, and trying to see what he can do to get better. But I think he's made close to 53s right now through 17 games, which is, obviously really good, about 3 a game. But we just need – I told our team the other day, we've got to become a team that scores at all 3 levels. And it's like right now, we can make a few threes a game, but where else are our points coming from? They coming from foul line, they coming from mid-range, they coming from layups or shots at the rim. Where are they coming from? And I think that's something that we've got to keep working on over the next month, and hopefully come tournament time, we're a little bit more complete team.
So I haven't seen the kid play, but I guess Haggard is one of those dead gum shooters. He launches it and you say, dead gum, and then it's like, dead gum, good shot.
Yeah.
He's one of those kind of kids, right?
Yeah, no, yes is what I've called him. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's like he shoots it and you're like, no, what are you doing? Hey, great shot. Yeah, exactly right. But he takes I think he was 5 of 15 last night, which isn't great, and he knows that. And he's, asking me now, last night after the game, Coach, can I get in the gym tomorrow? We've got county swim, as we talked about. We've got cheer camps. I don't know if he'll be able to get into it today, but, it's something you like to hear, at least from your kids, of how am I, if I have an off night shooting, I want it to bother them. I want them to be ready to come back into the gym and get better. Now, you can't control how many shots you make every night, but I think you can control the effort and intensity and the work ethic you put into that. And that's what we're trying to change. And, hearing Bryant say that and a couple other guys, it at least shows that the culture is starting to turn into being a tougher team, I guess.
Well, and that's important, especially if the kid's a sophomore, that you're wanting to instill that work ethic and that pride and that competitiveness.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's one the line I always tell our guys is, you don't want to get a year older. You want to get a year better. Anybody can get a year older. And that's, when I was at Siegel, I thought those, Schneider, Swader, Jalen Wetzel, Martese Jackson, et cetera. We had a bunch of good players while I was there. Tyler Erdman, who's my assistant now, it was one of those, they took the off season as I got to get better. And our guys are starting to figure that out here. We got a lot of multiple sport athletes, so some of that is figuring it out. But some of that's also, I want to play AAU. I want to, be in the gym. I want to, be waking up and texting coach, can you open the gym, and worrying me to death. I love just getting a text of, hey, can you open the gym? Great example of that is I'm on my way over here, and Artasia Cole, who played for the girls a couple years ago, sent me a text. Hey, Coach, can you open the gym later? I can't. I've got stuff going on with my family. I was like, hey, I can tomorrow. And, as a former Oak Ridge, or an Oak Ridge alumni and somebody that's playing in collegiate ball at Tusculum, that's good to see. And hopefully, more of our guys will continue to learn what it takes and keep working at it to get better.
Headed to Blackman, big test for you guys, but excited for the opportunity.
Yeah. They've got size, we don't. But so we'll have to try to scheme it up, and find a way to make it hard on them and play our hardest, do our best, and hopefully we can make some shots and get some stops and find a way to make it a 4-quarter game.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Dyron Birdwell, Dyron Nix is who he was named after. It may not have the hair of Dyron Nix, but he's got the basketball mentality of Dyron Nix.
That's right. I couldn't jump as wide as him either, but yeah, exactly right.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, providing superior legal representation to injury victims and their families. Find out more at johndaylegal.com.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need